There are so many people who are fucking dying at music festivals and events from adulteration and things of that nature. Student who died at Electric Zoo allegedly took six hits of Molly. If y'all are taking 200 milligram doses, that's 1,200 milligrams of Molly. That's 1,200 milligrams of shit that might not even be MDMA. First of all, 6 hits. Like I said, if y'all doing 200 milligram doses at a time, 6 hits, like, no wonder she died. The girl apparently, like, you know, went to go get medical help and, like, collapsed right there. Like, damn, y'all, that is an excessive amount. You don't need that much. If your Molly is so diluted and it sucks, like, get some test kits, find a good source, please. She took 6 hits. Even if that was 100 milligrams each, that is too much MDMA. That is definitely too much alpha PVP, and that's also definitely too much any synthetic cathinone. If there was meth in that, I don't know how her whole body didn't just fucking explode. Echo stage. Deaths at echo stage from people overheating from being on high doses of MDMA. And, you know, MDMA dysregulates your body from being able to regulate temperature. It impacts your body's ability to regulate its temperature, which is why it's easier to overheat. So if you're in a hot ass club and they're not even giving you water, or they're charging like $6 to $8 for a bottle of water, or you gotta stand in a long ass line of people buying shots of tequila just so you can get a life-saving liquid, then yeah, you're probably gonna fucking pass out or die or have some sort of negative consequence from having these substances in your system and not being able to cool down. Same thing here. Just fucking, these are just a couple of like higher profile fucking deaths that had happened in the news in like between 2003 and like 2016. This one was a hot ass mess. 12 of Wesleyan University or hospital for drug overdoses. These people thought they were selling MDMA Molly to a bunch of students that went to some sort of like on campus party. Turns out they were selling them, I believe it was AB Fuanaka or Pinaka or one of those super potent synthetic cannabinoids that are like in the dosing range of like, I don't know, 5 to 10, 20-ish milligrams. I don't even know what the dose range of those is supposed to be, but they're already really potent. And people were taking dose ranges of who knows, because people already dosed MDMA too high. I know. The birds are just like, what? So 12 were hospitalized from ingesting a shit ton of synthetic cannabinoids, not even in the same class of drug as MDMA, which are phenethylamines, at least a stimulant at best, but that's not even the same class of drug, nowhere near it. These are in the same class of drug as cannabis, and because they're synthetic, they're more potent than what you would find just growing out of a fucking, ground somewhere. So these 12 people were hospitalized. I believe eventually all of them made a recovery. And the hottest, messiest part of that story was that the people who sold these drugs, I believe, were like the presidents or some sort of like executive position holding members of SSDP, which is Students for Sensible Drug Policy. So they knew better. They know that drugs are adulterated, and they sold drugs to students without testing them. A synthetic cannabinoid very easily would have been weaned out from just one fucking reagent. Any of the fucking reagents would have been like, this is not MDMA. This is not even close to MDMA. This is something else. And they must not have even done that. If they did do that, they didn't give a fuck. And they hospitalized 12 people for like a week